you think I'm spooky?
Be afraid. Be very afraid. What have you done to its eyes?
Good evening and welcome to Soft and Spooky. For today's video, I thought it would be super fun if I created another tier list ranking video where I'm going through a bunch of Halloween and fall themed foods. This is going to be a very similar format to the other ranking video that I did for American Horror Story intros, and if you haven't seen that, I definitely recommend checking it out. I'll link it up above here. But basically, I am just going to be going through some Halloween and fall themed goodies and then ranking them in my own personal tier list that I made. So first things first, we should probably go over the tiers. All the way at the bottom, I have the tier razor blades in your apple. Basically, anything in this category is just gonna be like how dare you? This is not a sinful little treat. I would rather have nothing. And so these ones are just, I think, my own personal feeling, they are the worst. Close behind that ranking is going to be leave me alone. Trust me, I hate myself too. So the foods in this ranking are basically going to be like pretty meh, and I feel phoned in. It just kind of feels like a cash grab, or like they barely put any effort into this, so this is second from the bottom. So hitting right around the middle is going to be trick. Items in this ranking are basically gonna be like pretty popular, but I don't personally feel like they're a staple for Halloween, and I kind of feel underwhelmed by them, but they're not bad. So getting into the upper rankings, we are gonna be hitting treat. So these are like pretty damn good. I would say that they don't give you the extraordinary feeling of like hitting up a house that has full-size candy bars, but like it does feel at least satisfying and in the spirit of the season. And then top of the top, the S tier ranking is S is for spooky. Items in this category are basically going to be like the top dog. They either like win with the packaging or nostalgic factor, and they're just treats that I really look forward to in the spirit of the season. So now that we know the rankings, let's go ahead and sink our teeth in. First item up is actually going to be something that I am trying on camera. This is the Samuel Adams Jacko Pumpkin Ale. So I actually thought I would try this one while I'm filming this video, just to get me kind of loosey-goosey, because I'm feeling very awkward today. I'm not sure if it's a twist off. No, it is not. Ow. So this is actually made with cinnamon and nutmeg, which really contributes to like the fall feeling of it, and it very much smells like pumpkin-y, or like there's something kind of earthy in there, which I can get down with. But yeah, let's go ahead and try it. Oh, wow. Oh, that's good. Wow. That's really good. It is not the evening when I'm filming this, and I'm a little concerned at the alcohol content, but anything for a video, huh? Personally, I'm not a fan of like IPAs or something very like strong when it comes to beer. I like a good Bud Light Lime or like a lager. That's my jam. And so this is really good. I'm kind of surprised, because I think there was one year my ex and I got like a big case of pumpkin beer, and it was absolutely disgusting. And so I kept trying to like pawn it off. People would try it. They didn't like it either. And so this is like a nice sort of, I don't know, this is healing to try this. I'm gonna have to mute. I'm like so self-conscious of how loud I'm swallowing, so I'm gonna have to mute that. Okay, so what would I rank this? I do feel like it has a really nice flavor, but it's also still refreshing. It doesn't feel too heavy. I do personally feel like they could have done a little bit more for the packaging, make it a little bit more fun. I don't know. They could get kind of crazy with it, or maybe even like color the beer. That would be cool. I don't know if it's the beer talking, but I'm gonna give that one a treat rating. That is delightful. Yeah, I think the only reason that it doesn't get the top tier is that like they just could have done more with the packaging, make it more festive. Next up, we have the pumpkins from Brock's. So these ones I actually don't have to try again to remember because I know that they are absolutely disgusting. They have this like chalkiness to them. It's very dehydrating candy. And then it doesn't even have like a satisfying mouthfeel like you would with candy corns because they're basically like, I think they're both the marzipan stuff. At least with candy corns, you can like bite off each. Oh, I'm already buzzed. I'm already buzzed. Oh no. At least with the candy corn, you can kind of bite off each layer, or you can dig them into like your canines and have like little vampire fangs. So fun. I love it. And I'm not even a huge fan of candy corn, but I at least would find them tolerable as opposed to these. So yeah, I mean, straightforward. I'm just gonna put these all the way at the bottom at razor blades in your apple. Do not give me these. After that, we are looking at the, after that, I'm gonna be ranking the Halloween Oreos, or I feel like I've seen them called Boo Oreos. Now, don't get me wrong. I love a good Oreo. I think they're a great time, crunchy, sweet, with a refreshing glass of milk. Finer things in life. But I do have to say, I'm not sure I'm 100% sold on the Halloween Oreos. Like, I think it's super fun that they dyed the cream in the middle orange, but I feel like these, I don't know if maybe it's like placebo effect. I feel like they're a lot sweeter, and I don't like that. I don't know, I feel as though they've kind of just been doing the same shtick every year where it's like the little designs on the cookie, and I don't know, it could be more fun if maybe they switched up the color of the Oreo cream, like maybe did some purples and some greens and maybe did multicolor packs, or if they did shapes of the cookies, like you could do it a bat shape or a tombstone or something. I don't know, just switch it up a little bit. I don't know if I'm being like too hard on them or something, but I feel as though they're just kind of underwhelming at this point. It's been the same thing every year. And so I might put these in the tier of trick. Following that, we are heading into Peep territory of the ghost variety. So these ones I did actually pick up to try again, and I will put that clip here. So I went ahead and picked up these Peeps Marshmallow Ghosts because they are so cute.
Oh, you're not too bad looking yourself.
Did you hear something? Anyway, I'll admit, I'm personally a fan of Peeps. I think they're actually pretty good. I definitely have to be in the mood for them, but I really like that kind of like sugar on the outside, that texturally, like that grit. Good time. I like it. Oh, look at them. They're all standing up. Woo! Woo! Oh, yeah, these are like really fresh. They got a good stretch to them. Very sticky too. I'm gonna go ahead and just dive in.
Wait, what are you doing?
These kind of taste a little bit more chemically than I remember, but the texture is still 10 out of 10. Look, it's like a little butt. You like the butt? It's been a really long day. So if I hadn't picked these up to try again, I probably would have ranked them a lot higher. But with trying them again, they taste way different to me. They just have this like artificial aftertaste that I really was not into at all. Also, when you think about it, like marshmallows are more of an accessory food to me. Like they're great in s'mores. I like them in my hot cocoa, or you can put it in a fluffernutter. They're great. But it's very seldom that I ever sit down and eat marshmallows by themselves. When you think about it, like they don't have a flavor. They're just sweet. And so trying them on their own, even though I do enjoy like the texture of a Peep, they aren't really anything impressive as like a treat for yourself. So I think I am going to put these in the tier Leave Me Alone. Oh, that was hard to say. Okay, so after that, I have a bubble. Ha! I'm tipsy. I guess I drank from like here to here. Wow, I drank that fast. Retro. Next up, we have the infamous pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks. I definitely consider this to be kind of a staple of the seasons changing and we're really getting into fall because this drink is like warm, it's got a spicy aroma, and it is way too damn sweet. I also feel like they could just kind of lean a little bit more into the Halloween aspect of fall and get a little more interesting with their branding. They could even do that, like, it's everywhere, that unofficial kind of spooky Starbucks logo. I'll put it here. I'll put it here. I just feel like that's kind of a missed opportunity and it would be a nice way to get into the spirit. I think I might give this one a trick ranking just because it tastes fine. But personally, I prefer the pumpkin cream cold brew without the vanilla syrup in it. And it still gives me that fall vibe without all the sweetness. In this ranking, you know I have to mention the iconic Pillsbury Halloween sugar cookies. So these ones, I'll admit, I actually have never had them since I was a little kid. I just never picked them up. I never really went over to friends' houses and had them. I just haven't had them in a very long time. And I was hearing from various people that like, they're kind of mid, like they're not that good. And I was a little concerned. But I ended up going over to my friend Viola's house to watch some scary movies, and we ended up watching like Jennifer's Body again and Trick or Treat, and it was just a quintessential October night. It was really good. But she whips out the Pillsbury cookies, and so I was like cautiously optimistic. And I can safely report back that these cookies are immaculate. Now, it could be that maybe I like them more because they were made with love, but woo, these hit the spot. I like the fact that they're not too sweet. They have really cute designs that hold up well after baking. And the way that Viola made them, they were like crispy on the edges, but the inside, like the center, was still very soft and warm. And I couldn't ask for anything more. So it's going to be controversial. I'm going to say it. I'm putting these in the S's for spooky tier because I thought these were so good. Following that is another spooky season staple, the Reese's Pumpkin. I decided to do a little research for some reason, and I found out that when they officially released the pumpkin shape was in 1993. And I feel like it just makes so much sense because I feel like these are so synonymous with that like millennial Halloween nostalgia. I also feel like the eggs and the pumpkins are just like the best shape of Reese's peanut butter cups because there's a little bit more peanut butter to chocolate ratio, and I think they're so much tastier. So easy day, these are going into the treat ranking. These are just such an ideal candy to get in your trick-or-treating bag, and they're just consistently good. The only reason that I don't rank it higher is that I don't know. I feel like they could do something cool. Like, give me a bat. Just give me a damn bat shape, and I'll be the happiest girl. Last but not least, I'm going to be ranking the Halloween Crunch, which I had actually never heard of before this year, and I got to test it out in a clip here. All right, so I actually went ahead and purchased Halloween Crunch because I kind of wanted to try it. It, I think, is supposed to taste like regular Cap'n Crunch. The only difference is that there are these cute little ghost characters as well as, I think that's supposed to be an anatomical heart. I'm not entirely sure. But the big difference with this is that the ghosts actually turn the milk green. So I'm really excited to see that. I also feel like, I don't know, 10 out of 10 for the packaging. I love like the color of the box, the font, and you know, the fact that the captain is a vampire. This was pretty much the only breakfast item that I could find that was Halloween themed. And I was thinking about it. And I feel like there's a huge missed opportunity where if they made, you know, the like Quaker Dino Eggs oatmeal where it like hatches the little dinosaurs? Like, what if they did that, but Halloween themed? So it could be like little bats coming out of the eggs, or I don't know. I feel like they could actually do, oh, and like make, instead of eggs, it could be like a little gravestone or like a coffin. That'd be so cool. You guys are more than welcome to take that idea. I wonder how quickly the transformation will happen. Oh my gosh, do you see it? It's changing. Okay, salute. Look, that's changed. I am kind of curious to see what this does to my poop. The fact that it turns the milk green. But it's kind of hitting. This is actually really good. Okay, so after trying this, I'm not gonna lie, kind of fell in love with this cereal. I love the packaging. I felt as though it had been a really long time since I had cereal, and just diving into like a fresh box of Cap'n Crunch was just so crunchy and refreshing. And then they also have like those special little shapes that are in the spirit of the season, and it changes the milk color. Like, you got me, dude. This is so fun, so spirited, and I think you know where this one is getting ranked. It is at the top of the top. S is for spooky. All right, so that just about does it for this tier list video. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely let me know in the comments below if there were any like Halloween or fall themed foods that I missed, because maybe I might do another ranking. If you enjoyed this type of content, definitely leave this video a thumbs up so I know to make more. And if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. It really helps my small channel. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. Don't forget to stay soft and spooky. Bye.